Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6.
Thanks for joining us here this evening. I'm Jordan Smith, and it has been a rainy week here in the Inland Northwest, and you should expect even more in the week ahead. Here's meteorologist Matt Gray to show us kind of what's coming up this work week.
All right, folks, we're getting a little break this evening after what was a pretty rainy start to the week. There are a couple of showers still. I'm keeping an eye on here on the live Doppler radar, so let's take a zoom in. So around the Valley and Springdale area and Loon Lake, we've got some showers. Mainly they're hanging out in the mountains, but for example, if you're watching from Chewelah Valley, these are trying to push their way to the north. Most of this is going to stay up in the mountains, but the same for folks in Inchelium and Chewelah. Hey, you still have a chance for a little bit of a sprinkle here for the next couple hours. Everybody else going to stay dry, but we're not staying dry for long. Take a look at this. Big storm coming right into Northern California. It's going to move up through Oregon and into our neck of the woods, well, sooner rather than later. And that means that late tonight and early tomorrow morning, we are going to start to see the wet weather begin to work its way back into the inland northwest. Now, we're not going to get a ton of moisture, not nearly what they're going to be getting down south, but we're going to have enough to where our rain chances are really going to be going up by the time we get to the start of the morning commute. So coming up, I'll show you how long the wet weather will be sticking around this time.
All right, Matt, thanks for that. From adult theater to strip club and now a gutted building. New owners have taken over the once popular Deja Vu. Today, Hunter Bertram spoke with the organization behind the purchase and reveals the future for the building.
Located on Sprague in Spokane Valley sits Deja Vu, a strip club that opened in 1989 until its closure in September, leaving the building empty until now.
Whether we want to believe it or not, you know, the Northwest is known for its coffee and its lakes and its outdoor activities, but there is a lot of trafficking happening.
Caleb Altmeyer is the new owner of Deja Vu and also the founder of Helping Captives, an organization focused on helping victims of sex trafficking.
To be honest with you, when we first heard about the building particularly, we weren't necessarily interested.
However, after digging into the option further, Caleb realized it checked off every box he looked for.
The things we were looking for was we wanted a place in town on a bus line that was very secure. This building is actually really secure. There's one way in and 7 ways out.
Beyond the security of the building, Caleb says it's a place his clients recognize and know where to find. Now, not everybody was happy with the new ownership. Some former strippers of the club told Helping Captives they felt more hate than acceptance.
This is not about hate. This is not about hating on dancers, hating on people that used to work here, or the men that used to come here. This is about healing, and this is about turning this place into a facility that's going to help women that are forced into the sex industry against their will. That's what this is about. Helping
Captives has hopes in turning the once grim and dark building into a new beacon of hope to help those who have been trafficked. They have plans to open their doors in the next 2 years. For now, the organization has secured the building for the next 6 months, but are still looking for additional funding towards the $900,000 price tag. In Spokane Valley, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, thanks for that. And for more information on how you can help the cause, head to our website, KXLY.com. Washington State Patrol is searching for 1 or more people that left the scene of a fatal car crash in Grant County early this morning. It happened around 2 a.m. when 36-year-old Jeremiah Gregg of Moses Lake rear-ended another vehicle. WSP says he was not wearing a seatbelt and died on the scene. The vehicle that was hit stopped on the shoulder of State Route 17, and then the occupants abandoned the car. The cause of this crash is still being investigated. It's not known yet if drugs or alcohol were involved. In Spokane last night, a woman was hit and killed by a car at the intersection of Morton Street and Empire Avenue. A 35-year-old victim was crossing Empire when she was hit by a 70-year-old driver identified as Gary Thompson, who was driving under the influence. When she fell down, the woman was hit by another vehicle. The Spokane Police Department responded around 7 o'clock, where they arrested Thompson for vehicular homicide. The second driver was determined to not be impaired. SPD is asking for any witnesses in the area who might have seen anything to call Crime Check. That number listed on your screen there, 509-456-2233. The former Pasco police officer convicted of killing a woman in East Spokane back in 1986 wants the judge to reconsider his conviction. The judge found Richard Aguirre guilty of killing Ruby Doss in the December trial. And now Aguirre has a new lawyer. who says there's insufficient evidence to support that Aguirre was the only suspect who pursued Doss and that the crime was premeditated. The defense wants Aguirre's conviction to be reduced from first-degree to second-degree murder. Aguirre was supposed to be sentenced on Monday, but that's been pushed back until March 4th while the judge considers the motion. Taking a look around the nation tonight, President Joe Biden spending time out on the campaign trail in Nevada. Today, Biden met with black community leaders and clergy to discuss cost cutting for families and local businesses and infrastructure. In South Carolina, the president is projected to win the first official contest of the Democrats' presidential season. Here's ABC's Mark Remillard with the latest from the campaign trail.
In the first official contest of the Democratic presidential primary season, President Biden getting his first victory in South Carolina. Biden posted a video Saturday night on X following his projected win, thanking voters for their support.
South Carolina, we did it again. You did it for me again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2020 and now again in 2024. Now let's go win the whole thing. Let's win it all.
The president now has a strong lead over his opponents, Minnesota businessman Representative Dean Phillips and best-selling author Marianne Williamson. As the results were coming in, President Biden dialed into a watch party full of supporters.
And we're going to take whatever you did for us in South Carolina and run with it.
That's right.
Well, thanks, everybody. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. And they're not rid of me. I'm coming back.
Black Democrats in the Palmetto State credited with turning around his 2020 campaign after defeats in Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada. Voters in South Carolina expressing concern over numerous issues.
The inflation, the cost of living, the availability of jobs, like those are some of the biggest things right now.
While others feel some of the promises he made during the 2020 campaign have not been kept.
Everything from healthcare reform to police reform, big topic, student loan forgiveness. It's a lot of different topics that are kind of still on the table that are kind of still unresolved.
Republicans in South Carolina will vote in their primary on February 24th. Mark Remillard, ABC News, New York.
The United States and UK report that they've carried out strikes on dozens of Houthi targets in Yemen yesterday, the second straight day of major U.S. operations against Iran-linked militias in the region. The strikes were in response to an attack against a U.S. outpost in Jordan last month that killed 3 U.S. service members. The U.S. says it will take, quote, further action against Iranian-backed militias who have carried out attacks on U.S. troops in the Middle East.
The president was clear when he ordered them and when he conducted them that was the beginning of our response, and there will be more steps to come.
Several Republicans, including presidential candidate Nikki Haley, are saying President Biden's retaliatory strikes are too little, too late.
If you really want to make a difference and you really want to put an end to this, which is what we all want to do, first you put the sanctions, then you go after 1 or 2 of the IRGC military leaders that are making these decisions.
The Houthis say that their attacks on global shipping are in response to Israel's war in Gaza and vowed the latest coalition strikes will not go unanswered. Well, stick around. We still have much more news coming up here after the break. This year's Super Bowl will showcase the latest in helmet protection technology. Plus, in tonight's Air 4 Adventure, we take you just south of Rosalia to see a historic railroad bridge.
And temperatures are going to be very close to freezing tonight in many parts of the inland Northwest, and will even drop below freezing in some of our northern communities. Now, what that means for us with the storm system coming in is we've got another chance to see a little bit of snow mixed in with our valley and lowland rain. We'll talk about that and much more in your forecast after this.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Only Electrolux has Smart Boost technology for the most effective stain removal, extending the life of the clothes and fabrics you love for a more sustainable future.
The new Electrolux Laundry Tower gives you all the performance in half the space. Now at Fred's Appliance.
This year, don't wait another year in pain and suffering, struggling to pay your bills due to an injury or disability. Hello, I'm Eric Pinar, and collecting Social Security disability is a complex process, and our firm has helped thousands of people collect the benefits they are due. It's not easy, but we understand how to get it done. And at Pinar Law, we don't get paid until you do. So give us a call for your free consultation today.
Watch me. Watch me skate out to conquer the ice. A band of sisters on blades for the stars and stripes. Sitting down for the battle doesn't limit my game. Fueled by the hope of Olympic flames. Stick work and speed to put shots on goal. Born from medical breakthroughs helping me stay in control. Watch me. World-renowned care for pediatric prosthetics at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
Remember that cold snap in January? You could be feeling it now with your energy bill.
I know we hemorrhage heat and let in a lot of cold.
I'm Derek Dice from 4 News Now. There's a 5-month wait to get an energy audit from Avista, but I'm getting you that money-saving information now. How to pinpoint your home's biggest energy wasters and the quick fixes you can make right away. How much money can people save if they take some of these steps? Watch my home energy audit Thursday on Good Morning Northwest and streaming for free on KXLY+.
4 News Now is brought to you by the YWCA Women of Achievement Luncheon, March 15th.
Welcome back. The rolling hills of the Palouse are known for endless wheat fields, those Cougar football games, and giant windmills. But it's also home to a historic railroad bridge. And tonight's Air Forward Adventure will take you just south of Rosalia.
The Milwaukee Road Bridge has stood on the edge of town for more than 100 years. The rumble of trains that once crossed it faded into history more than 40 years ago. Built in 1915, it replaced the original wood trestle and has a very unique design for a railroad bridge. The Milwaukee Road used the concrete arch design because it had to cross over a rival railroad and the state highway. The bridge is actually 2 spans, one consisting of 1 arch over what is now the Spokane-Spangle-Palouse Railway. The other has 4 arches over Pine Creek and what is now Rosalia Road, formerly Highway 195. You can take an adventure of your own across the bridge now. It's part of the Palouse to Cascades Trail State Park. The trail can be accessed at several spots on the outskirts of Rosalia. In all, the trail is 250 miles long. It's good for hiking, mountain biking, and watching for birds or other wildlife. From above the Palouse, Brian Neal, 4 News Now.
All right, and here is your forecast for tomorrow. We got more rain on the way, and it's going to be cold enough in the morning that we can even see just a little bit of that rain-snow mix here as we will bottom out in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area right about 33. Have a chance for a little bit of a break during the afternoon, but we will start to see those pop-up showers with the warmth. I'm not going to say heat of the day. I'm going to say warmth of the day at this point of the year as we pop up into the 40s. So 42 in Spokane tomorrow, 41 for Coeur d'Alene. Look at how warm, though, it's going to be getting on the Palouse. Upper 40s. We'll see 50s in the LC Valley again. And so this next storm system that's headed our way is going to be bringing us warmer air. That's going to lead to some changes over what we've seen this weekend, but they're only going to be temporary changes from what overall is going to continue to be a cooling trend around the inland Northwest. Let's show you this storm coming in. So as we get into the early hours of the morning, the rain crosses the Blue Mountains, the first round of it. Pullman and Moscow pick up some rain. Our first little drizzles and showers start pushing into Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. And then here, by the time I get to 5, 6 in the morning, hey, great Great morning to watch Good Morning Northwest starting at 5 because we'll have some snow up in some of the higher benches or a winter mix, and we'll have some rain down at the valley bottom here with that first wave of wet weather and more mountain snow in our northern communities or winter mix. Now, as we get towards, say, the end of the morning commute, about 9 a.m. or so, well, things are warming up, and it's a lot more just valley rain. And the same goes for those pop-up showers that we'll see again in the afternoon. Overall, another day where you don't want to be leaving the raincoat at home, that's for sure. That early morning snowfall potential, here's what it looks like. Just the barest, just the bottom of what we would consider measurable snowfall, 1/10 of an inch, or maybe just even a little bit more for places like the West Plains, out through the Wilbur area to the Grand Coulee, and then many of our northern counties will at least have a chance to pick up just that little dusting for that. Now, with that warmer air coming in, our snow levels rise to about 4,500 feet here. So Tuesday morning, not worried about any wintry precipitation. Wednesday morning, however, as we start to cool off again, likely will become a different story. Cooler air, or at least average temperatures, are likely going to be sticking around all the way up through Valentine's Day. After that, though, where's our snow going to come from? I don't know, because the end of February is looking like it is going to be a warm one, and we are getting strong signals in all of those long-range computer models that we look at the end of February. End of February is going to be toasty. In the meantime, we keep a rain-snow mix chance through Wednesday into Thursday. Start to dry out a little bit, though, heading into next weekend.
Heading into Super Bowl weekend. All right, Matt, thanks for that. Well, high-tech helmets, are the newest way some players are going to be featured at this year's Super Bowl. They'll be protecting themselves from those hard hits with innovative technology. But experts are saying that the future of helmet protection will extend far beyond the professional field. ABC's Rena Roy has the story.
Football is like no other sport, a high-impact game with intense physical contact and constant conversation about player safety. Just last month, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes and Miami Dolphins safety Deshaun Elliott colliding in a postseason playoff game, causing Mahomes' helmet to shatter on the field.
Have you ever had a part of the helmet get cracked off like that?
I have not. I'm sure it had to do with it being really cold.
Every year, on behalf of the NFL and the Players Association, biomechanical engineers perform extensive testing of helmet models, recreating the realities of on-field play to collect data and identify which helmet models best reduce the severity of impact. From an impactor test to a drop tower test. And at this year's Super Bowl, 2 brand new position helmets will be seen on the field.
One are quarterback-specific helmets that handles the sorts of impacts that a quarterback experiences better than any other helmet that we've seen. And then there are multiple linemen, defensive and offensive linemen, wearing this helmet here, which has a little bit more of a bumper, almost, a way to absorb the sorts of hits that offensive and defensive linemen experience, which is much more here on the top of the helmet, on the crown.
As for the future of helmet protection, the goal for the NFL is to have enhanced helmets for all levels on the field. And it's not just for the pros.
They'll be in the colleges, soon it'll be in the high schools, where there are a lot of kids who are going to benefit from the advanced technologies we're seeing in helmets now.
Well, Jordan, you're a big college basketball fan, right? Mm-hmm. Well, we're coming down to it, end of the regular season here, and the Gonzaga Bulldogs, one of those teams in our region vying to make the NCAA tournament, but probably easier said than done. Coming up in sports, see how their latest loss impacts their NCAA tournament chances.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Plus, 6 years, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
It's easy to think that all money managers are pretty much the same. But at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different how? You sell high commission investment products, right?
Nope, Fisher avoids them.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Never at Fisher Investments.
Okay, then you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we structure our fees so we do better when clients do better. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Ready to transform your skin in one simple step? Introducing Paula's Choice Mandelic and Lactic Acid AHA Liquid Exfoliant. 100% soft, smoother, softer, brighter skin. Resurface texture and tone, and promote healthy cell turnover without irritation. The next level of exfoliation is here. Available at Paula's Choice and Sephora.
Hi, they assigned me to work with you, Miss Ray, but you can call me Miranda. You're me. If you take the next step. How? Work here during the day, go to school at night. It's so worth it.
Face your future with Whitworth University.
Remember that cold snap in January? You could be feeling it now with your energy bill. I'm Derek Dice from 4 News Now. There's a 5-month wait to get an energy audit from Avista, but I'm getting you that money-saving information now. Watch my home energy audit Thursday on Good Morning Northwest.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every 1,000 you spend. Or check out the Summit Queen for only $299.99. Plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. The President's Day Super Sale, only at Denver Mattress.
Well, the frustration of the Gonzaga season finally reached a boiling point last night, and nothing encapsulated that more than the student section tossing objects out onto the court late in the second half before eventually the Bulldogs dropped their 6th game of the season. Now, the story of this loss to St. Mary's was similar to the other ones throughout the season. Gonzaga simply couldn't hit the shots when the game mattered the most and allowed the Gales to take advantage of the opportunity. Now, they find themselves 2 games back of first place in the West Coast Conference standings and really lacking the confidence that we've seen from Bulldog squads throughout the years.
Yeah, it's not fun. Obviously, you know that, and you can feel that, sense it. Everybody feels it, but it's the beauty of athletics. We got another one coming, in a couple days, and you got to get geared up.
We got to start learning how to win some of these closer games. Got to learn how to finish out games and win games when it's a close game like this.
Now, the Bulldogs will welcome in Portland on Wednesday evening, but after that, it's a trip down to Lexington. They're going to take on number 10 Kentucky. That could either be a make-or-break moment for this team. They're still searching for their first Quad 1 win. Now, one team that is having no problem at all in conference play or shooting is the Gonzaga women. On Saturday afternoon, they blew out Pacific 104-39 to earn their 16th win in a row and improve to 22-2 on the year. They also made some history by making a program record 19 threes. Now, despite the domination they've displayed over the last 2 months, they're only sitting at 19 in the polls and have some work to do when it comes to earning a top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament and hosting games in Spokane.
I think that it's just crazy that right now they do the voting based on the competition that you're playing, but nobody's talking about the competition you're playing in November when you're beating tough teams and the other teams are playing garbage teams or low RPI teams or low net teams, or comparatively the opponents are not the caliber. And so that's the only thing that's frustrating to me, and I'm making sure my team knows that we're focused on 1% better every day, and we're focused on a lot of things.
Now, the Bulldogs will return to the court on Thursdays. They welcome in Pacific, and don't look now, but they only have 7 games left in the regular season. And the Washington State men continue to make the case for a tournament bid. Last night, they defeat rival Washington 90-87 in overtime to improve to 16-6 on the season. Once again, the hero of the game right there, Miles Rice. He nails the game-winning shot in overtime, and with it, the Cougs also sit tied for second in the Pac-12 standings with about a month left to go before Pac-12 tournament play in Vegas. Now, let's head out to Pullman, where the Cougar women were looking to take down number 20 Utah and pick up a nice resume booster. Fast forward to the second quarter, Wazoo down 11, but Tara Wallach connects from the wing. She finishes with 10 on the afternoon. Then check this out. End of the half, Estera Tahina has to heave it from beyond the half court and sinks it as time expires. How about that for her first game back? And the Cougs go into the break only down 3. Look at that again. What a shot. but the Utes were simply too good on the day. In the third, Madison Wilkie hits the corner three to extend the lead for Utah, and they go on to win this one 73-61. Now, the Cougs are going to stay in Pullman this upcoming week. They're going to welcome in Stanford and Cal, but they really need to get it going in order to keep their dreams of a fourth straight NCAA tournament hope alive. 4 News Now, we'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Foothills Mazda.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features new and upcoming MMA stars battling it out for the next big ticket fight. King of the Cage live at Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, February 15th.
Winning is just the beginning.
If you're going to work out doing this, then you've just got to do this. The 10-minute tummy tuck to slim away double the belly fat. That's right. Now you can turn regular diet and exercise into 2 times more effective. So if you're going to do this, then you've got to do this to get twice the fat slimming.
It's just disappeared. The fat is gone. I've never had a waist this size. Never. And with the tummy tuck, it's easy.
You simply apply the thermal accelerator, slide on the tummy tuck belt, do 2 minutes of tummy tightener exercises, and in 10 minutes, you can take it off. And the tummy tuck ignites a fat-burning chain reaction that lasts for hours, even while you're doing nothing. Yes, just watch this time-lapse thermal imaging. After the belt is taken off, the temperature continues to rise for over 3 hours. And best of all, you don't have to wear the belt when you exercise. Just do the tummy tuck in the morning, then exercise whenever you want.
It's so amazing. I can't get over it. The fat is disappearing.
And it's so effective, it works even without changing your lifestyle.
I didn't change a single thing about my lifestyle. I did not change my eating habits, nothing.
Just look at this state-of-the-art ultrasound imaging showing the tummy fat layer is being slimmed away.
This is the slimmest I've been. I've never had results like this.
My stomach is so much flatter now. It worked.
And now, for just $19.99, you can try the Tummy Tuck, which comes in 3 flexible fit sizes to fit small to big tummies. Plus, the Thermal Accelerator Cream and the step-by-step video and guide, all for just $19.99. Plus, the Tummy Tuck is guaranteed or your money back.
This actually did work. It definitely worked. You're getting what you were promised.
It's real. The fat has fallen off. It's gone.
So call now.
Call 1-800-293-1637 or log on to 10minutetummytuck.com. That's 1-800-293-1637. Call now.
Oh, you gonna take me home tonight.
Queen Nation, the ultimate tribute to the music of Queen, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, March 7th. Get your tickets now for the #1 ranked Queen Tribute Act.
Winning is just the beginning.
All right, well, our weather pattern continues to stay on the wet side. There is a couple of chances that we may see some snowflakes mixed in with the rain down in the valleys, but it's one of those things where it's like we get a little tease of winter, we get a hint of it, and it's just going to be ripped away. Now, the good news here, and believe me, with how bad our snowpack has been over the last couple of months, this is great news. It's great to have some systems that are bringing the mountain snow and the consistent high elevation mountain snow. But we're going to be very thankful for that in just a few months.
Yeah, certainly. During fire season, that's going to be pretty awesome. All right, see you tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.